Hey you witches, it's Taya and I am here today to talk about fun with witchcraft. Insert drum roll here. Yeah, I just feel like, you know what, spring is coming. Well, hey, before we even get into that, happy spring equinox or Ostara today to all my witchy peeps. It's also the first quarter moon in Cancer and the sun enters Aries today. So astrologically, we have a very busy day. Lots going on. So just, yeah, happy equinox, happy Ostara to all of you. So what are you doing to celebrate? Leave it in the comments. I got some stuff planned for later. I've just got a general ritual that I do at the Sabbath. So I'm going to be working through that later on this evening. But before we get there, I sort of wanted to talk, about having fun with your witchcraft. And I feel like we're heading into spring. Things are starting to lighten up a little bit. We're just coming into the darkest part of the year. So we need to sort of lighten up and have a little bit of fun. Everything's been so serious. And I think too, especially with COVID and worldwide pandemics, everything has felt so serious and we need to lighten up a little bit. We need to find the fun again. So I thought, what better way than to do a video on 7 ways to have fun with your witchcraft. So let's get started. Number 1, the first one is mindset. So basically that boils down to is don't take yourself so seriously. And I know I was especially bad for this when I was new and it was like, I'm a witch. I must do the witchy things. And have some fun with it, right? Don't take yourself so seriously. Are there times to be serious? Of course, right? But there's also times to have fun and to be like, I'm a witch. And a big one is laughing at your own mistakes. We're all gonna make them, right? I've been doing this for like 24, 25 years, and I mean, I still make mistakes. I have a very strict, I light on my altar before I light my working candles, my deity candles, my spirit candles, my moon candles, I light them off of another candle, never off of a lighter. Sometimes I forget. And you know what? Just laugh. Just go with it and laugh. Laugh at your mistakes, right? It happens. And the way I look at it is laughter is a lovely offering to spirits, right? To your deity, to your spirits, to your ancestors, to whoever. Laughter, think of it as an offering. And it's okay to just, whoops, my bad. Okay, fix it as best I can and move on. So that's the first one, is mindset. Number two is include fun in your spell work. So I find sometimes our spell work, it's always about, well, I need money, I need protection, I need to find, make my relationships better. And it's always kind of focused on fixing things. Sometimes it's fun to just have fun, like the kid at the wishing well, do a wishing spell. Go out and search for 4-leaf clovers so you can make a wish. Go out and find a dandelion and make a wish and blow away all the little tendrils in the summer, right? Have some fun with your spell work. Doesn't always have to be so serious. Number 3, work with the wonderful. So what do I mean by that? The wonderful. So work with the fairies. Work with dragons, if that's your thing. Work with, mythical creatures. Work with, invest yourself in getting a house brownie. Nigel Pearson, Treading the Mill, he talks in there about getting yourself a house brownie and how you go about doing that. Right? Have some fun and work with the wonderful stuff. And bring some wonder into it. Number 4, celebrate the Sabbats. Now, here's the deal. 8 Sabbats a year is a lot. And I know sometimes it feels like, oh my goodness, again. You got to find the fun in it. First of all, you don't have to celebrate all 8, right? Pick and choose what you want to celebrate, what works best for your practice. And then get into the festive mood. And I know for me, I'm always like, dragging my feet. And then it's like, wait, once I start decorating or baking, right, doing those things, it's like, oh, wait, this is fun again. I try to make it fun. I find usually I'll try to do some type of baking that ties in with the theme of that festival. Dance until dawn. Light a bonfire and leap over the bonfire. Do fun things to celebrate your festivals. Number 5 is get outdoors, especially when we're coming out of the winter season. I know here in Canada, it's like, frick man, it's like 35 degrees below freezing outside. You know, I'm not doing a lot outdoors. Now is the time in the spring to start getting outdoors again. Go get your feet in the grass, run barefoot through a field, right? Let your toes sink into the mud. Like, how often do you do that as an adult? Not very often, right? Little kids do it. Go out there and do it. Just find a puddle and let your toes sink into the mud. It's cold, it's squishy, it's weird, but it's going to connect you to earth, and it's a great thing to do in your witchcraft practice, and it can be fun if you make it so. Sink your toes into the sand if you live somewhere warm. Go out and dance in the rain. I did that once. It wasn't so much dancing, but I went out and I just played in this big field. I was with a buddy of mine. We ran out and we were just playing in the rain. This is back when I was like in high school. And I don't know why, I remember that to this day. Like, it was just fun to be kids again and run around and play tag in the rain. I mean, it was like downpouring, right? So get outside and have some fun. Number 6, get crafty with it. Excuse me, you can make your own candles, make your own incense. I mean, if that's interesting to you, right? Don't do it if it's a chore, but get crafty. Create amulets or talismans for luck or protection that you can hang around your home. Right? But get your hands into it again. I find sometimes, I know I get into the rut of, you know, I'm buying things and I'm always acquiring things for my practice, but I stop creating them myself. And sometimes it's like, it's nice to just take a step back and, like, at Imbolc, I like to make my own candles. And, you know, I'll just dip the candles, and I do it with my son. And on one hand, it drives me nuts because, like, the kid's a mess and it's like, oh my God, kids. But it's also fun. He loves doing it, and it's fun to dip candles and do that kind of stuff. So yeah, get into it. Have some fun. Get crafty. And then finally, tip number 7 is learn something new. I find often I get kind of stuck and stagnant in my practice, and I want to lighten it up and have a bit of fun. Is learn something new. There is nothing more fun than diving down the rabbit hole on something new that has caught your interest, right? If it's not interesting to you, it's not going to be fun, but find something that would be fun. Maybe new information or like a new system. For me lately, I've just sort of, I mean, I always knew about Kabbalah, but I'd never really studied it. And I was reading The Taper That Lights the Way by Shani Oates, which is a bunch of letters from Robert Cochrane to different people, and it's sort of just a history of who he was and his clan of Tubal Cain and where they came from, and it was sort of a little bit about the origins of traditional witchcraft as we know it today. And he has all these references in it to different, at the time I didn't know what they were, and I looked them up on the internet, and I'm like, oh, that's from Kabbalah, and different Sephirot, of the Sephirot. If you don't know, go Google it. And anyways, I was like, this is interesting. And I started and all of a sudden I'm having so much fun learning this whole new system, way of like dissecting and categorizing the world and your mind, and it's just kind of mind-blowing, and it's interesting, right? Or maybe it's a new divination method or a new spellcraft technique or whatever it is. Just learn something new, and that can really enliven your practice, make it just a little bit more fun, right? So yeah, those are my 7 tips on how to have more fun with your witchcraft. What do you think? What do you do to have fun in your witchcraft practice? I'd love to know. Drop it in the comments. I think there's a lot of things that I'm probably missing, and a lot of different ways that people choose to have fun with their practice. And I just think that this is the time of year to like dig in and really start having a bit of fun and switching it up and everything. So yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know what you do, and let me know what you're doing today for the spring equinox, the first quarter moon, and the astrological Aries entry. Mwah! Thanks, guys. We'll catch you in the next one.